Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Dialed In, the brand new NFL podcast where you can call in, be a part of the show, help us go up against ChatGPT's super team, and see if you can help predict the next week's slate of games as well. With me, as always, I have my two co-hosts. We have Michael over at Huddle Card Collection. How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you, buddy?
Good, man. Always a pleasure to have you with us. And then we have John bringing all the handsome this week over at Firestarter Breaks. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Can't complain, man. Appreciate you being with us yet again.
No
Pressure
problem.
is on John this week.
A little bit. And I did not do my homework, but it's not that hard to do the homework here. So.
Yeah, the homework is basically your favorite team. So we'll see. We got Big John in the house, aka the birthday boy. Happy birthday, Big John.
Happy birthday, Big John. How you doing?
Yeah, so this past week, what'd you guys think of the games? The big thing that stood out to me was I think the Rams are going to start struggling if they don't have Puka Nacua. That was a big blow to them, losing him for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of key injuries to players. A bunch of players, went down. The rookie wide receiver from Tampa, had a hamstring issue. He missed the rest of that game. He could be out. Garrett Wilson, the only guy who can potentially catch a football for the Jets, he has a sprained knee or a hyperextended knee. So he's going to be out a little bit more. So, yeah. Puka is a big one. Puka is definitely a big one.
Definitely, man. I was happy to see my Steelers get a win, over the Cleveland Brownies. It was definitely a good game. I kind of figured they would win with a rookie quarterback being back there. And, TJ Watt, Herbig, Highsmith, just like rushing them all game. Like, just got to him.
Yeah.
Nice to see.
I mean, interesting to see what Cleveland is doing. We talked about it last week with the trade of Flacco to Cincinnati. I'm assuming, I guess, they're going to hand it to Dylan Gabriel and see what he could do. But I mean, at some point in time, if they continue to trend downward, there'll be a lot of people screaming for Shador.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they've already been asking if there's any chance that he starts this week. And from what I understand, Stefanski said that he's not ruling it out, but it's looking like it's still going to be Dylan Gabriel again. So how did we do last week, Michael?
So actually, it was all very close. ChatGPT went 9-6, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I went 9-6, and you and John both went 10-5, which brings our grand total after 6 weeks. Anthony, you are at 60-32. I'm at 54-38, and John is at 49-43.
I'm above 500. I'm okay.
You've had a couple hot weeks, though, man.
Got to pick some of them underdogs. Keep doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely pays off. Seems like there's always at least one upset every week.
Yeah.
And some things you don't expect. I mean, like I said, when you looked at the games, Seattle beating the Jaguars to me was a little bit of a, huh?
Yeah.
I really didn't think of that. I mean, obviously the Giants beating Philadelphia, that's for sure was one. I mean,
at home nonetheless.
Huh?
I think they were at home, weren't they?
No, they were at the Giants.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I mean, just with the Saints and stuff, the Patriots against the Saints. I mean, I don't think that one was as much of a upset. Well, not. I don't think it was at all. I mean, New England's unfortunately playing well.
Yeah.
Buffalo losing the way they did. I mean, it just goes to show you. Quarterback plays well, they do well. Quarterback doesn't play well, they don't do well. Josh Allen, he can hide a bunch of your defensive deficiencies by being so good offensively.
Very true.
When a team can become, when they can make a team one dimensional because they're killing them on the offensive side, it's going to make it more difficult.
Yeah.
Hey, Tennessee firing their coach.
I did see that. Yep. It's going to be costing them a pretty penny, too.
Yeah, not as much as Penn State.
Very true.
What, James Franklin, was that like a $49 million buyout or something like that?
Yeah, dude. It's massive. I was just listening to the radio today. They were talking about different people that might be potentially replacing him. They were talking about maybe Urban Meyer. That'd be huge for Penn State.
Wow.
I don't know how realistic that would be, but that'd be huge.
Yeah, I guess if he wants to do it, I don't know. A lot of college football coaches have been fired this year in the middle of the season, which is, I mean, not that I follow college football a lot, but it definitely is, something that I don't remember seeing as much as, in the past as we have this year.
Yeah, there's definitely been a decent amount. Just kind of wild. You guys want to pick some teams for this week, or do you want to get into the battle with ChatGPT?
Your week, Johnny.
You guys do whatever you want. I'm good with either or.
All right, let's bring on ChatGPT because I've been waiting.
Dun, dun, dun.
Getting names John's going to pull out of the bucket. I gathered a few too, but I have a feeling you're going to come up with some obscure ones that I haven't even heard of yet.
That's a possibility.
Yeah, I have a couple decent ones. I think might be decent against ChatGPT and might be kind of like sleeper players. Go ahead and share the screen. Can you guys see my screen?
Nope.
No.
How about now?
Yep.
Let there be shared screen. All right, guys. So the ChatGPT team that we have is at quarterback, Sammy Baugh. Running back, they've selected John Riggins. Wide receiver, they have Art Monk. Tight end, they're going with Jerry Smith. Offensive line, they've got Russ Grimm. Kicker, they got Mark Mosley. Defensive end, Charles Mann. Defensive tackle, Dave Butts. Outside linebacker, Monte Coleman. Inside linebacker, London Fletcher. Cornerback, Darrell Green. And safety, Sean Taylor. So that's going to be a tough team to beat, but I think that we can do it.
I think we can. Well, we're going to go with the general quarterback, Jaden Daniels. I think he can beat Sammy.
I don't hate that idea. Do you think that Jaden would be better than like Joe Theismann?
With the ability to scramble, yes.
Okay.
Because Theismann was not known to scramble, that's for sure.
That's definitely true.
You on the Jaden train as well, Mike?
I'm good, yeah.
All right. One sec. I have a pop-up from a different G sheet on here. So we got a current day guy, Jaden Daniels, cracking our starting lineup. Running back,
There's a lot.
Team I think of when I think of your team is Clinton Portis. He was always such a stalwart for you guys back in the day. Plus, he was part of that huge trade with Champ Bailey.
Right.
Like, I think actually both of those guys might make good players for this team. I don't know what you guys think.
We also had Alfred Morris that was good. We had Peterson for a little while, but I don't really. Ernest Biner was good. Just trying to think about all the ones that we had. That would be a decent one. I'm leaning Portis. I just think he was just better as far as being able to break tackles and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
So I'd say we go Portis on that one.
Man. Yeah, I think.
And we had Stephen Davis too for a little while, but he didn't really do much for us.
No, I think of Clinton Portis. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I'm like I said. I mean, for me, I don't know who you. You know.
The only one that kind of compares
can't
him
think
would be
about- I mean,
Alfred Morris, and I think Portis is a little bit better player than Morris was.
I mean, the only thing you can look at would be, again, if you don't, if we don't care how long they played. I mean, I don't know, would an Adrian Peterson,
I mean, Peterson's definitely a better running back than Portis, but
What's up, Kenneth?
Hey, Kenneth.
Let's see, man.
Well, I mean, I'm just thinking from a standpoint of if we are, I mean, if you're looking at putting in Daniels, who's only been there, a year and a half.
True.
I'm just thinking along those lines. I don't care. I mean, Peterson is the only other guy I thought of.
I think
as
long as they've played for the team, it's copacetic, even if they've been there like 1 year. But I don't know.
Sean Taylor was what, a year and a half, maybe 2. I think that he played for them. Now the other guys have all been there for a while, but
Larry Brown.
Yeah, he was another good one.
The MVP.
True. He's in one of the Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can stick with Portis. I think that's probably the.
We can always go back and add one of those other names.
I think that's a good way to go.
So wide receiver, they have Art Monk, who's probably the best receiver that they've had. You could go modern day with Scary Terry. You could go throwback with Gary Clark. You could go
Santana Moss.
Santana Moss would be a good one. He was really shifty.
We had Lavernius Coles. We had who's the other one there? Not him. Where are you? I just saw your name. Damn you. Antoine Randall we had.
Well,
you know what? Go up against Art Monk.
I don't think you can not. Scary Terry. I don't know how you.
That's what I think we go with there is Terry.
I mean, he may not be there that long, but I just don't know. Charlie Taylor. Sean Jackson.
We ain't putting him in there. I mean, even Pierre Garçon was good for us, but I'm not a. I mean, there's not many that fall against Art Monk either, though. But
I think you'd have to go between McLaren and Santana Moss. To be honest with you,
and I'm going to lean more at Terry just due to the fact that I think he can be explosive.
You also have the chemistry with Jaden too, so hopefully that would get something into it. How do you spell McLaurin? Is it MCLAU?
MCLAURIN.
Okay.
Tight ends. I did not look that one up.
The tight end, I had a sleeper is Chris Cooley. I don't know if you remember him from like the
he's probably the second best one after Smith.
Well, we also had Vernon Davis and Fred Davis, which weren't great. Clinton Didier we had too, but I didn't want him in there. Another one that comes to mind is Logan Paulson. He was good.
Jordan Reed was good whenever he was in
there you go. Jordan Reed. I think is he better than Cooley though? I think so. I don't want to go Zach Ertz. No, not that. Great for me. What does AI say? Let's see.
I think they should say Cooley, to be honest with you.
Actually, Jerry Smith.
Really?
That's who they have.
They have Jerry Smith.
That's why. Okay.
That's why they got him, because he's really good.
Chris Cooley is number 2. Jordan Reed is 3. So let's do Cooley. Holds a franchise record for most receptions. He was a 2-time Pro Bowler.
Julio.
Offensive line, they have Russ Grimm. I know we had talked about what the modern guy. You guys have Trent. Do you have Trent Williams?
Yes. No.
Who's your big lineman you guys have there?
Cosme is probably our best that we have right now.
What about Chris Samuels? He was really good tackle for you guys for a while, wasn't he?
Who was it?
Dave Butts.
Isn't Butts a defensive tackle?
Oh.
I'm gonna say that's who they drafted.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. That's why I didn't see him. I'm looking over here going, oh, they have Grimm.
Samuels made 6 Pro Bowls.
I mean, why not Trent Williams?
Wait, who do they have?
He's one of the best to ever do it, right?
Yeah, but so Joe Jacoby wasn't bad or Jeff Bostic either. This is rough.
The best.
Jacoby would probably be a really good choice.
3 Super Bowl wins.
Yeah, I mean Joe Jacoby wouldn't be a bad one.
Yeah, let's do Jacoby.
Jacob with a Y.
Yep.
I don't know who the hell. I mean, I
Chip Low Miller.
What?
Chip Low Miller.
Chip Low Miller.
Yep. I mean, obviously they have the best guy, but
yeah, I was thinking Dustin Hopkins only because I couldn't think of any other but modern people. But
Hopkins made 163 of 194. Low Miller was 175 out of 245, 71% make. Mosley, obviously the best, 94.6. Hopkins.
Only kicker to ever win NFL MVP. That's crazy for Mosley.
Yep.
It's kind of impressive.
It is.
It's going to be tough to beat. We just got to hope kicking doesn't come down to the finish of this game.
So I'd say Chip Low Miller. Defensive end. Here we go.
Yeah, I think Haley.
Who do they have? They have Butts.
Is Haley a tackle?
Huh?
Is Haley a tackle?
Wasn't Charles Haley a defensive end?
I thought he was a tackle.
Defense. Yeah, Dexter Manley, who they have, right?
No,
they don't have Dexter Manley.
There we go then. Dexter Manley, I think, is who we go with.
Yeah. Dexter Manley.
But to Michael's point, I'm pretty sure what's his name's a tackle, so we could probably use him as well.
Who was that?
I thought Charles Haley was there.
For defensive tackles, we have Butts. They have that. We have Joe Rudgens, an older player, Daryl Grant, Sean Gilbert, Fred Williams.
You guys have Albert Hainsworth too.
Huh?
Did
Yes,
they
we
have
did.
for a little bit?
The
They
only
did?
guy to jump over a whole defensive line to block a field goal.
Yeah, and we might need that against Mark Mosley.
Let's do it. Let's throw him in there, see what happens.
How do you feel about that, Michael? You good with Albert Hainsworth?
Sure.
I hated his attitude, but
Was Charles Haley not with the Skins?
I don't see him on any of the.
I guess I must have just
You
had
might be
him.
thinking of him on the Niners.
I think I might have just mistaken him and Manley. I must have been thinking Dexter Manley.
Let's see.
I mean,
Who did he play with? He was 49ers and Cowboys. That was it.
That's probably the red you're thinking about is 49ers.
linebackers
On a
are going to
94
be
Flair
tough.
card right now in that red or whatever card it was. Might have been 96 Flair. 90 linebackers. We got the outside. They have Monte Coleman. I remember Ken Harvey used to be good back in the day.
I don't know if he's inside or outside, but what about Ken Houston? Wasn't he a linebacker?
Ken Houston. I'm looking at offensive lineman right now.
Or was Kenny Houston
No, he was a safety. He would actually probably be the second best safety behind.
Oh, okay. He was a D-back? Okay.
He might be a decent one to use. You want to use Ken Houston at safety?
Sounds good. We go. Jeff Bostic was an offensive lineman. I don't know where he played though.
We already have offensive line. We're on outside linebacker.
Yeah, we need an outside linebacker, inside linebacker, and a corner. Do you guys want to use Champ Bailey at cornerback since they have Darryl Green?
Thinking about that, but he didn't. I think he only played like one or two games for us. I'm aware of.
Champ Bailey?
I think so. Yeah, he didn't play. I mean, we had Ryan Arakpo.
That's how you guys got Portis.
Wait a minute, Ryan Kerrigan.
Outside linebacker?
I think so. Yeah.
What about Chris Hamburger? What?
We're gonna stay away from names that
Chris
sound like-
Hamburger is the 22nd ranked all-time Redskin.
That's probably why. I mean, Sam Huff would have been a good one too, but I think Kerrigan we need an inside linebacker.
Kerrigan is ranked just ahead of Chris Hamburger.
See, there you go.
But technically, you could have them both because Hamburger was an inside linebacker.
Where is Arakpo at in that list? If they show
Ryan
him.
Arakpo?
Yeah,
Nowhere on my list.
because I know he was good. Perry Riley was good.
How about Joe Gibbs?
He's a good coach. And that's about it.
I don't know if a linebacker. I mean,
Didn't you guys had LeVar Arrington for a while, didn't you?
Yeah, he's another one. They don't list him as an outside linebacker. Where did he play?
Champ Bailey is listed as the 30th greatest Washington player.
He was just a linebacker, so that I guess we could. He was good.
Well, he was a cornerback, Champ Bailey.
Yeah, champ. I'm thinking about LeVar Arrington. Like, should we put him in there? Let's see. How many games?
Wilbur Marshall?
Not familiar with who that is.
Neither am I.
I know. I mean,
I'm just looking at
currently.
I'm just looking at a list of names, man.
Do you guys currently have Bobby Wagner?
yes, we do.
Why don't we use him? He's like one of the best tacklers in the NFL.
That's
And
true.
probably in recent history.
Oh, I'm sorry, he did play 5 seasons for us, but he didn't. Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to use him.
And what kind of fan you don't even know a guy plays for 5 years? Didn't play
Because at that point, yeah,
the hell,
it
man.
was not. It was not a good time for us. I say you put in the guy you said,
Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
Wagner. Yeah,
Technically, we're not wrong.
All right, let's see who Cheap BT thinks will win this one. I think we have a chance.
I'd say we win by 3. I'm not going to predict the score, but that's what's going to be.
What do you think, Michael?
But I think we will win. I'm not,
On that late
confident in a score, but I think we will win.
I also think we're going to win. I'm going to say by 7.
I just think Lomo is going to hit one of those late field goals.
What I think is going to make us win is Champ Bailey. I think he's going to shut down Art Monk. At least I hope so. All right. ChatGPT is thinking. Sure.
See how Terry and Daniels hook up. I'd love to see what Daniels will do to some of those guys back in the day.
All right. Washington Legacy Bowl simulation. We're at FedEx Field, prime time. It's a cool, clear 54 degrees. Electric mix of nostalgia and hype. First quarter, ChatGPT team starts with the ball. Sammy Baugh opens up with precision, 6 of 7 on the opening drive, including a 21-yard seam pass to Jerry Smith. John Riggins pounds the rock, finishing the drive with a 5-yard touchdown behind Russ Grimm. The score is ChatGPT 7, Dowd 0. Dowd in team's response, Jaden Daniel shows off his dual threat talent. A 14-yard scramble gets the drive going. Clinton Portis brings a 19-yard run. Play action. Daniels hits Terry McLaurin for a 31-yard touchdown. 7-7 tie at the end of the first. Second quarter, old school versus new school chess match begins. Baugh throws a perfect fade to Art Monk for 22, but Dexter Manley sacks him twice on the same drive, forcing a 48-yard Mark Mosley field goal. 10-7, ChatGPT.
Oh, man.
Drive. Daniels is pressured by Man. Throws an interception to Sean Taylor. Taylor takes it back 34 yards near midfield. Riggins rumbles again, 15, 7, and 6. Baugh fakes a handoff and lobs to Jerry Smith for a 12-yard touchdown. 17-7, ChatGPT.
Oh, come on.
Quickly, Ryan Kerrigan strip sacks Baugh. Hainsworth recovers. Portis capitalizes on a short field for a 10-yard touchdown run.
There you go.
To 14 halftime, ChatGPT. Here's the
That's
stats
nice.
time. Total yards, ChatGPT has 210. We have 182. Rushing yards, 79 for Riggins, 64 for Portis. Passing yards, Baugh has 131. Jaden has 118. Both teams have a turnover. Time of possession is almost knotted. Third quarter begins. Dowd end team starts fast. Daniels hits Coley twice on short crossers. Portis breaks one for 23 on third and goal. Daniels sneaks it in. 21-17. Dowd end. Baugh answers. Hits Monk on a deep corner for 37 yards. Vintage precision. But Bobby Wagner stops Riggins cold twice. Mosley hits another field goal from 42. 21-20, Dowd in. Late in the fourth quarter, McLaurin beats Daryl Green on a quick slant and takes it 68 yards to
Wow.
Yeah.
Dowd in. 28, ChatGPT 20. Fourth quarter, Ball shows off why he's a legend. Starts the drive 6 out of 6. Riggins pounds inside. Jerry Smith makes a diving catch in the end zone. Touchdown. 2-point attempt. Ball rolls right, throws back left. Art Monk hauls it in. 28-28, tied.
We're going to go to overtime.
The defensive war begins. Montez Coleman sacks Daniels on third down. Sean Taylor lights up McLaurin, forcing a punt. 4:12 left. Ball methodically moves downfield. Quick outs to Monk and Smith. 48 seconds left, field goal range. Mosley's kick is good. 31-28, ChatGPT. Daniels gets one last chance. Hits Cooley for 17. Taylor breaks up a deep shot to McLaurin. Final play, Hail Mary to the end zone. Picked off by Darrell Green. Final score, ChatGPT 31. Dialed in 28.
Lose by 3.
I don't understand. I mean, what the hell does ChatGPT have? Is 3? It must be their favorite number.
I think so.
It must be. So the stats here were Ball had 27 out of 34 for 312 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Jaden had 18 of 29 for 231 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick, 7 rushes for 56 yards and a touchdown. The running backs were Riggins, 26 rushes for 109 and a touchdown. Portis had 17 rushes for 82 and a touchdown. The receivers and tight ends, Monk had 7 catches for 108 yards. Smith had 6 catches for 74 yards, but he had 2 touchdowns. McLaurin had 5 catches for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chris Coley had 6 catches for 63 yards. Defense, Sean Taylor had 1 interception, 7 tackles. Manley had 2 sacks. We had 2 sacks by Kerrigan, 1 forced fumble by Bobby Wagner, and he also had 10 tackles. And then the kickers, they dominated. We had 0 field goals. They had 3. MVP was Sammy Baugh. Masterclass in accuracy and leadership. His old school poise outlast the modern explosiveness of Daniels and McLaurin.
All right, now I got to do the thing.
All right, do the thing, man.
What if we put Theismann in? What happens? Because I know a lot of people in the chat would have been like, well, why didn't you take Theismann? Well, there's a reason.
Theismann's the second best quarterback in Washington's history as of right now.
Yeah.
If not first.
All right. So here we go. First quarter. Dowden starts. Theismann now has the ball. Opens with a short out to Cooley and McLaurin. Portis picks up chunks. 3rd and 4 from the 16. Theismann hits McLaurin. Quick post touchdown. 7-0. Barr responds. Touchdown to Monk. 7-7. Second quarter. Theismann looks sharp, calm under pressure. Hit Coley on a deep cross for 28, but on the next play, London Fletcher forces a fumble recovered by Dave Butts. Short field for Baugh. 2 quick completions to set up Mark Mosley for a 43-yard field goal. Theismann answers, 72 yards, 8 plays, beautiful timing. McLaurin and Coley. Portis punches it in. 14-10 before halftime. Baugh orchestrates a 2-minute drill. Touchdown, Jerry Smith. There's the stats for anybody that wants to actually look at that. Both QBs are red hot. Riggins sets the tone, dragging defenders back-to-back 9-yard runs. Ball hits Monk for 18. Second and goal, Riggins dives over the top for a touchdown, 24-14. Theismann's a response. Finds Cooley 3 times in the next drive. Deep ball, McLaurin. Broken up by Darrell Green. Low Miller nails a 47-yard field goal, 24-17. Defense starts clamping down. Mann and Coleman sacked Theismann twice. Kerrigan, Manley hit Ball repeatedly, forcing quick throws. In the late third, Theismann catches the defense's napping with a screen to Portis that goes 41 yards. Portis caps it with a 5-yard touchdown, tied at 24. In the fourth quarter, back and forth chess match. Baugh finds Smith, 16-yard seam. Riggins shoots clock. Mosley hits from 38. So it's 27-24. Theismann, Cooley leads a drive of his own. 9 straight completions, picking apart zone coverage on 3rd and goal from the 7. Cooley slips open in the flat, touchdown, 31-27 with 3:02 remaining. Final drive, Sammy Baugh starts at his own 25, 14 to Monk, 11 to Smith, 7-yard touchdown to Riggins, 18 yards to Monk again inside the 30, 46 seconds left. Play action fake, blitz coming, ball lofts one down the seam. Jerry Smith leaping, touchdown. Crowd erupts.
Are you shitting me?
31-71. Theismann gets one last chance with 31 seconds. McLaurin for 22. Next play, Sean Taylor reads perfectly, intercepts, game over. Final score, ChatGPT.
3 points.
4. Dowd in 31. Yes,
Everything's
it's always 3 points for some reason. But yeah, same result pretty much.
Yeah.
The only difference is Low Miller actually did something this game.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's roughly the same.
What are you gonna do?
I guess lose again.
That's it. I mean,
so I think here's one of the things I think we should do, and I don't necessarily if we, I think maybe we put it into ChatGPT, but what if we do something along the lines of, a team that is no longer around, but the player, had to play for that team. So, for instance, right, we do St. Louis Rams, but you can't pick anybody. Like, you can't pick Puka Nacua.
Gotcha.
Puka didn't play for St. Louis. So
he had to play for St. Louis.
They would have to play, let's say, for St. Louis. So you can do St. Louis against the Houston Oilers, or St. Louis against, the Los Angeles Raiders.
St. Louis against the Cleveland Browns. Because they never really came back, did they?
Man, you love part of that city. You love the basketball team. Stop trashing on them.
I mean, somebody's got to.
They do a good enough job on. Look, they do a good enough job on their own.
They really do. I don't know if you heard, but like one of their local commentators, just went on like a rage, during one of his segments. I don't know if he was on the radio or if he was one of their TV commentators or whatnot, but that's all they were talking about on my ride into work today was this guy that went crazy talking about how terrible the Browns are. He was like, "We've come to expect this. This happens every week. It's the same team. It never changes."
I know what he feels like.
Speaking of, yeah, I'm sure you do at this point with the Jets, and even me to an extent with the Pirates, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into picking some games for this upcoming week. What do we have on the slate for Thursday night?
All right, here we go. You know what we have Thursday night. Stop it. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Cleveland. I'm sorry, to Cincinnati playing the Bengals. I'm going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers. John?
Steelers.
ChatGPT takes the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we start Sunday. All right, go ahead, Anthony. Just say it.
Steelers. I was going to say, my choice is obvious.
Sunday. We have another game in London.
Yes, we do.
Los Angeles Rams against the Jacksonville Jaguars. ChatGPT selects the Jaguars.
You know what? I think I'm going to actually select the Jaguars as well for one simple reason: is no Puka Nakua. If they had Puka Nakua, I would be picking the Rams. But since there is no Puka Nakua, I'm going to go with the Jaguars as well.
And I'm going against the odds on the table right now. I'm taking the Jaguars as well.
You're taking the Jaguars as well?
Yeah. Even though the Rams are favored by 3, I'm still going to take.
Yeah, I think they still have Devontae Adams. They still have Karen Williams. Still have Matthew Stafford. I think they have the better overall quarterback. They have a good defensive line. I'm taking the Rams. Carolina Panthers travel to New Jersey to play the brown bag head New York Jets.
Yeah, this is going to be.
I can't even take the Jets in this one. I think Bryce Young is starting to go ahead and find his. Oh, so ChatGPT takes Carolina. I take Carolina.
Yeah,
Anthony.
I'm going to also take Carolina. I've picked against them a few times this year, and it's bitten me.
Yeah.
I can't not pick them this time against the Jets, unfortunately, Michael. I'm sorry.
Jets are going to be without their number one wide receiver, which doesn't mean much when you have Justin Fields as a quarterback, but it means he's still, the best wide receiver on the team. Even hurt, he's still the best wide receiver on the team.
Yeah.
John?
I'm up in the air on this one. Something tells me it's going to be an upset. And you're going to have your Jets going to win this one for some reason. They're only. What is it? The odds are Panthers by 1.5, which is odd for going up against a 0-6 team. They're going to bite me in the ass, but I'm going to go with Panthers, but I think the Jets are going to win this one.
All right. Then we have Kansas City traveling to the Midwest. I'm sorry, we have the Raiders traveling to the Midwest to play the Chiefs in the Kingdom. ChatGPT has selected the Kansas City Chiefs. Anthony,
I too select the Kansas City Chiefs. I just think that Mahomes and company is going to be too much for the Raiders to handle. And I just think that they're going to win.
I'm with you there also. I don't know if Kansas City has figured it out, but also Rashid Rice should be back. I think his suspension should be over. So they get another, wide receiver back. Their wide receiver crew, I think, is doing a little bit better. It's kind of weird how they seem to have, come together a little bit as soon as, the cheetah got hurt. I wonder if, some of them thought, oh my gosh, maybe they heard rumblings, but I'm going with the Chiefs. John?
I'm going with, this is going to be the upset of the week. I'm going with the Raiders against the 11.5 point favored Chiefs.
Nice.
That definitely will be a big upset.
This is a game that probably you have to be a fan of one of these two teams to want to watch. The Miami Dolphins travel to Lake Erie to play the Cleveland Browns. John? Oh, wait, so ChatGPT picks the Browns.
I'm taking the Dolphins in this one. I don't think the Browns really have much for them.
I'm with you. I think even with the turmoil, I just think Miami. I don't know.
I mean, the score is going to be shit, but whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think Miami, the more veteran quarterback. I know there was some talk. I mean, obviously the coach is coaching for his job, I think. Although they say that friends of mine who are big Dolphin fans say that their owner, typically would not make a change during the season, but I don't really care about that. But I'm still going to take the fish.
And you guys will never guess, but I'm going to take
You're taking the Browns.
I'm taking the Browns.
Wow.
So I just think there's going to be an upset there. I think Myles Garrett is going to just finish the job on Tua.
Well, Browns are favored by 3.
The football team from Massachusetts, the Patriots, travel to Tennessee to face the Titans. ChatGPT selects the Titans. I say new coach, nothing's going to change. I'm going to take football team from Massachusetts.
I'm with you, man. I think Drake May has shown that he's a legitimate quarterback. I think as long as he's throwing the ball to Steph Diggs and Kayshon Boutte and company, I just think that they're going to continue to roll, unfortunately.
Yep.
I'm with you on there. The Pats take this one.
New Orleans Saints travel to face the monsters of the Midway. ChatGPT selects the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
Anthony says the Bears.
Yeah, 100% the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bears too. I think at home. Johnny?
After what they did to us last night, but I don't see the Saints getting their second win here for some reason. So I'm going to go with the Bears, but it's going to be a close game.
Yep. An interesting one. The next couple are interesting. Philadelphia Eagles travel to Minnesota to face the Vikings. ChatGPT selects the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's a close one, just because with the injuries that they've had at quarterback and the questions whether or not it'll be, McCarthy, whether it'll be Wentz. There's weapons like galore in Minnesota, but something tells me that Philadelphia is going to figure something out and win this.
You're taking the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, go Birds.
Oh man, I don't know. So I'm with you. I just is this a get right game for the Eagles? Are they gonna change things up? They have what? 10 days to get ready, right? Because they played the Thursday night game this week. You know what? I'm gonna ride with the Eagles. I don't know why. That's who I'm going with. I'm gonna stick with the Eagles.
The Eagles have not impressed me at all this year. I'm going with the Vikings.
The Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, with Danny Dimes, travel to Los Angeles to face the Chargers.
That'll actually be a really good game.
ChatGPT selects the Chargers.
Of course they do. They're 1.5 point favorites. I am sticking with Matty Ice's team.
Johnny's taking the Colts.
This one's a coin flip for me.
I'm the same way.
Honestly, I'm going to put my faith in Herbert. I just think he's the better quarterback. And in games where it's a coin flip, typically the better quarterback wins.
Yeah, I was thinking of that way. And then also they are playing in Los Angeles, although it's, although I don't know how much of a home field that is for them. I don't know how wanted they are there with the Rams. But, yeah, I think, the way the quarterback, I'm going to go with the Chargers being the home team. Here's another interesting game. The New York Football Giants travel out to the Mile High City to play the Denver Broncos. ChatGPT selects the Denver Broncos.
It's another one that's an interesting game just because Jackson Dart adds a whole new element to that team. And it's just like where I looked at them with Russ, and it's like whoever they're playing almost is going to win. I look at them with Dart, even without Malik Neighbors, and I'm still like, they kind of have a chance.
Yeah, Scatterbo.
Yeah. But that being said, I'm still going to pick them to lose this week, unfortunately. It really is kind of like a toss up because Dart kind of gives me that Big Ben sensation where it's like, even though the other team's favored, even though we're down, there's still kind of a chance. You know what I mean? He just kind of has that kind of like it factor to him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is a toss-up also, and typically for me, I'm going to take the home team on a toss-up. Just again, home field advantage. They, Mile High Stadium also and everything. So I'm going to take the Broncos.
If Neighbors was in there, I'd take the Giants. Without him, it's the Broncos.
Pardon me.
I don't think it's going to be a huge scoring game. It's going to be kind of close, but
The wild thing is Burt's looking this good without Neighbors too. Imagine like what he's going to look like when Neighbors is back and they start adding more weapons to that offense. It's going to be scary.
True. All right, next game. Green Bay Packers travel out to Arizona, play the Cardinals. Don't know what the situation is with Murray. ChatGPT takes the Green Bay Packers. I think Green Bay is a better team, even if Kyler Murray is playing. So I'm going to take the Pack.
Heck, even if they had Murray and Connor, I still take the Pack.
yeah, I'm the Packers too.
Johnny?
The Pack.
All right. The Washington Redskins travel to Texas to play the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys and Indians game.
This will be an interesting game.
ChatGPT selects the Dallas Cowboys.
Of course they do.
Do we see CD Lamb come back in this game? What do you guys think about that?
Is he close?
I believe so. He was questionable last week, and then he sat. So hopefully, honestly, without CD, I definitely give the edge to Washington. Honestly, I'm going to pick Washington for the upset. Although with CD, I could see it swinging the other way.
You know who I'm picking because we're going to get back Noah Brown and Cosme and possibly Scary Terry. We get all these guys back. That game's ours. Even get two of them back because we could use Cosme on the O line.
I think this is going to be a close game. I think Dallas could go ahead and pull it out, but I don't know. I just can't. I don't know. I know I should. This kind of like I know I should pick Dallas, but I'm going to pick Washington. I just think they're going to regroup after after yesterday, and they're going to come out fighting.
What are the odds on this one? We are favored by 2.5. That's it.
Atlanta Falcons travel.
What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean. To San Francisco. ChatGPT has picked the San Francisco 49ers.
They're picking all the teams, except for the last game, where the favorite, like 49ers are favored by 2.5. But this is Falcons all the way.
You're going with the Falcons, John?
Yeah, I think they're going to tear apart the 49ers defense.
I think the way they played last night and with the way Bijan is playing and Penix, I like Penix. I mean, I think, there are a lot of people who laughed at Atlanta for doing that, moving up and taking him when they took him with Kirk Cousins. And I was like, man, that's such a great pick, because Penix is kind of sort of was in that Dylan Gabriel area from a standpoint of, Gabriel didn't get drafted, because of his size, even though Penix was where he was. a lot of people said that if he didn't have his previous knee injuries, that he would have been battling for the overall #1 pick. So, so I'm going to take the Falcons. Anthony.
Is Mac Jones still going to be starting, or is Purdy in? Do we have any idea what's going on
I
there?
have no idea as of right now.
So if we have no idea, to go with the Falcons too.
I did go. Hold on. I don't have a text from Adam Schifter. Sorry.
Doesn't he know dialed in's on? Like he should be like.
I was trying to see if he was going to go ahead and text me and say, "Hey, dude, what are you doing?"
He's there for Rich Eisen or any of those other guys that need him.
Bunch of crap. You're taking Falcons?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Falcons.
So they're projecting Purdy to play along with Ricky Purcell.
Okay.
Pearsall.
Are supposed to. They're hoping they'll be back for that. They're practicing this week, so.
All right. Then we have again another Monday night doubleheader, and we open up with Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the Motor City, take on the Detroit Lions. ChatGPT selects Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
That is my pick, even though the Lions are favored.
You're picking – who are you picking?
The Bucs.
You're taking the Buccaneers.
Going to be a good game, but the Bucs.
I want to take the Buccaneers, but I can't. I just think Detroit at home, they didn't do well. They're going to be in that dome. It should be rocking for Monday night. I'm going with the Lions, but I won't be surprised if Baker does his thing and leads them. But to me, it's one of those things. I understand they're 5-1, but they are, they're without probably their 3 top wide receivers for sure. Potentially, I just don't. And no Bucky Irving. I just think it has to catch up with them. So that's why I'm taking the Lions. Anthony.
Yeah, I mean I've every single time I've picked against the Bucs, it's bitten me, but I'm going to do it one more time, just because of no Bucky Irving, every wide receiver being injured. At some point, Baker Mayfield has to look like a human being, like he did when he played for the Cleveland Browns. So this would be a good opportunity for that to happen. But man, they have really looked fantastic this year. I've been impressed with the Buccaneers. Once they get their receivers back and Bucky Irving, that team's going to be dangerous.
They're going to be tough.
Very dangerous. They haven't had all 3 of their receivers together yet this year, I don't believe.
Yep. And the final game, the Houston Texans will travel to the Pac Northwest to go up against the Seattle Seahawks.
Cover your ears, Sean.
ChatGPT selects the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to select the Seahawks too. They're so freaking hot. And right now, I can't pick against anyone with JSN on their team. That guy is like just straight torching the league this year.
Yep, I agree. I just think Seattle being at home again. I think it could be a close game. I'll take that team. I'll take the home team there. Johnny, the last pick of the evening.
I want to go with Sean's team. I want to think that CJ is going to have a game, but I don't see it happening here. I'm going with the Seahawks.
All right, there we go, folks. I'm back next Tuesday to see how we did. Those are your dialed-in picks for week number 7. The bye teams for this week are the Bills and the Ravens.
And
the Ravens could use it.
What's that?
The Ravens could use it, I'm sure.
100%. They're hurting bad right now.
Yeah, they're having a tough one. It's yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just there's talk about Harbaugh being on a hot seat, which I could definitely see. I could definitely see that. But I don't. To me, I don't know how you go ahead and I don't know how you go ahead and just completely give up on him. I mean, their defense has been decimated. They've had injuries like crazy. They probably got to be one. Next to Tampa Bay, they got to be the most injured team out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
They have not had great luck with that this year.
Yeah,
It's many people have been injured.
The only thing that scares me about them is and I hate to say it because I don't know, it's just I just wonder about Lamar, and I wonder if he's one of those guys who's like, you know what, I'll come back when I'm 100% healthy.
Mm-hmm. I hope he is, because that would make them lose more, and the Steelers would advance way more in the AFC North.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, they need, and then Buffalo needs it also.
Yep.
Coming off back-to-back losses, it's just amazing how we thinking. Think about what we were thinking about, how we were thinking about Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And how we were thinking about Buffalo. Holy cow! And think about what people were saying about Kansas City.
Yeah, or even the Ravens preseason.
Yeah. They think you see how those teams were being talked about. Oh, I can't believe it. Yada yada yada. Blah blah blah. And now man, the Chargers. Holy cow! Holy cow! Well, I mean, Chargers are 4-2. Broncos are 4-2. Good. Right behind them, Kansas City.
Yep.
They're 2-1. They're 3-3. So I mean, they it's going to be interesting. It's going to be really, really interesting.
For sure. So what do you guys got going on tomorrow night? You want to share with everybody?
I'll let Mikey speak on that.
Well, we got Collective Profit. I probably have to delay it a little bit. I have to travel for work tomorrow, so I will be remote tomorrow. But we'll talk some Crown Jewel. We'll talk some baseball playoffs. Not ready to talk hockey yet. Not ready to talk basketball. So I would say, two big topics will probably be, we'll talk a little bit of football, but we'll talk baseball playoffs and we'll talk some Crown Jewel.
So guys, go ahead and follow Michael over at Huddle Card Collection so that you can see Collecting Profit every week. Normally it's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, or it might be a little later.
Tomorrow is probably good. Tomorrow, like I said, it's probably gonna for at least for this week, probably go maybe 9:30, but probably 10 o'clock. So I'm gonna set it for 10 o'clock, just because, like I said, with traveling and stuff, and my boss and my boss's boss are going where we're going, and I know they're gonna want to BS for a while at dinner.
I know how that goes.
Yeah, understandable. It's all good. Doesn't matter to me.
Cool. Well, I appreciate both of you guys being on again, and everybody who's joined. We appreciate you being here. And do us a favor, leave some comments down below, some feedback, and until next week, may God bless you guys and take it easy.
Stay safe. Treat us how